Welcome to Story Station, Episode 7. In this episode, you can listen to 2 South American stories. The first story is titled, How the Tiger Got His Stripes. Did you ever wonder why the tiger has big, black stripes when most animals don't? Listen to this wonderful story of how a rabbit is the cause of them. The second story is titled, The Rabbit and the Coyote. The rabbit is always tricking the coyote, and the poor coyote doesn't even know it. Hope you enjoy it. Today I will read a South American story called How the Tiger Got His Stripes. Once upon a time, ages and ages ago, so long ago that the tiger had no stripes upon his back and the rabbit still had his tail, there was a tiger who had a farm. The farm was very much overgrown with underbrush, and the owner saw a workman to clear the ground for him to plant. The tiger called all the beasts together and said to them when they had assembled, I need a good workman at once to clear my farm of the underbrush. To the one of you who will do this work, I offer an ox in payment. The monkey was the first one to step forward and apply for the position. The tiger tried him for a little while, but he was not a good workman at all. He did not work steadily enough to accomplish anything. The tiger discharged him very soon, and he did not pay him. Then the tiger hired the goat to do the work. The goat worked faithfully enough, but he did not have the brains to do the work well. He would clear a little of the farm in one place, then he would go away and work on another part of it. He never finished anything neatly. The tiger discharged him very soon without paying him. Next, the tiger tried the armadillo. The armadillo was very strong, and he did the work well. The trouble with him is that he had such an appetite. There were a great many ants about the place, and the armadillo could never pass by a sweet, tender, juicy ant without stopping to eat it. It was lunchtime all day long with him. The tiger discharged him and sent him away without paying him anything. At last the rabbit applied for the position. The tiger laughed at him and said, Why, little rabbit, you are too small to do the work. The monkey, the goat, and the armadillo have all failed to give satisfaction. Of course the little beast like you will fail too. However, there were no other beasts who applied for the position, so the tiger sent for the rabbit and told him that he would try him for a little while. The tiger worked faithfully and well, and soon he had cleared a large portion of the ground. The next day he worked just as well. The tiger thought that he had been very lucky to hire the rabbit. He got tired staying around to watch the rabbit work. The rabbit seemed to know just how to do the work anyway, without orders, so he decided to go away on a hunting trip. He left his son to watch the rabbit. After the tiger had gone away, the rabbit said to his son, The ox which your father is going to give me is marked with a white spot on his left ear, and another on his right side, isn't he? Oh no, replied the tiger's son. He is red all over, with just a tiny white spot on his right ear. The rabbit worked for a little while longer, and he said, The ox which your father is going to give me is kept by the river, isn't he? Yes, replied the tiger's son. The rabbit had made a plan to go and get the ox without waiting to finish his work. Just as he started off, he saw the tiger returning. The tiger noticed that the rabbit had not worked so well while he was away. After that, he stayed and watched the rabbit until the whole farm was cleared. Then the tiger gave the rabbit the ox, as he had promised. You must kill this ox, he said to the rabbit, in a place where there are neither flies nor mosquitoes. The rabbit went away with the ox. After he had gone some distance, he thought he would kill him. He heard a cock, however, crowing in the distance, and he knew there must be a farmyard near. There would be flies, of course. He went on further, and again he thought he would kill the ox. The ground looked moist and damp, and so did the leaves on the bushes. Since the rabbit thought there would be mosquitoes, he decided not to kill the ox. He went on, and finally he came to a high place where there was a strong breeze blowing. There are no mosquitoes here, he said to himself. This place is so far removed from any habitation that there are no flies either. He decided to kill the ox. Just as he was ready to eat the ox, along came the tiger. "Oh, Rabbit, you have been such a good friend of mine," said the tiger, "and now I am so very, very hungry that all my ribs show, as you yourself can see. Would you not be a good, kind rabbit and give me a piece of your ox?" The rabbit gave the tiger a piece of the ox. The tiger devoured it in the twinkling of an eye. Then he leaned back and said, "Is that all you are going to give me to eat?" The tiger looked so big and savage that the rabbit did not dare refuse to give him any more of the ox. He ate and ate and ate and ate until he had devoured the entire ox. The rabbit had not been able to get only a tiny morsel of it. He was very, very angry at the tiger. One day, not long after, the rabbit went to a place not far from the tiger's house, and began cutting down big staves of wood. The tiger soon happened along, and asked him what he was doing. "I'm getting ready to build a stockade around myself," replied the rabbit. "Haven't you heard the orders?" The tiger said that he hadn't heard any orders. "That is very strange," said the rabbit. "The order has gone forth that every beast shall fortify himself by building a stockade around himself. All the beasts are doing it." The tiger became very much alarmed. "Oh dear, what shall I do?" he cried. "I don't know how to build a stockade. I never could do it in the world. Oh, good rabbit, oh, kind rabbit, you are such a very good friend of mine. Couldn't you, as a great favor, because of our long friendship, build a stockade about me before you build one around yourself?" The rabbit replied that he could not think of risking his own life by building the tiger's fortifications first. Finally, however, he consented to do it. The rabbit cut down great quantities of long, sharp sticks. He set them firmly in the ground about the tiger. He fastened others securely over the top, until the tiger was completely shut in by strong bars. Then he went away and left the tiger. The tiger waited and waited for something to happen to show him the need of the fortifications. Nothing at all happened. He got very hungry and thirsty. After a while the monkey passed that way. The tiger called out, "Oh, monkey, has the danger passed?" The monkey did not know what danger the tiger meant, but he replied, "Yes." Then the tiger said, "Oh, monkey, oh, good, kind monkey, will you not please be so kind as to help me out of my stockade?" "Let the one who got you in there help you out," replied the monkey, and he went on his way. Along came the goat, and the tiger called out, "Oh, goat, has the danger passed?" The goat did not know anything about any danger, but he replied, "Yes." Then the tiger said, "Oh, goat, oh, good, kind goat, please be so kind as to help me out of my stockade." "Let the one who got you in there help you out," replied the goat, as he went on his way. Along came the armadillo, and the tiger called out, "Oh, armadillo, has the danger passed?" The armadillo had not heard of any danger, but he replied that it had passed. And then the tiger said, "Oh, armadillo, oh, good, kind armadillo, you have always been such a good friend and neighbor. Please help me now to get out of my stockade." "Let the one who got you in there help you out," replied the armadillo, as he went on his way. The tiger jumped and jumped with all his force at the top of the stockade, but he could not break through. He jumped and jumped with all his might at the front side of the stockade, but he could not break through. He thought that never in the world would he be able to break out. He rested for a little while, and as he rested he thought how bright the sun was shining outside. He thought what good hunting there was in this jungle. He thought how cool the water was at the spring. Once more he jumped and jumped with all his might at the back side of the stockade. At last he broke through. He did not get through, however, without getting bad cuts on both sides from the sharp edges of the staves. Until this day, the tiger has stripes on both his sides. The end. I hope you liked this story. The next story begins in a moment. Today I will read a South American story called The Rabbit and the Coyote. This is a story of Uncle Rabbit and the Coyote. The rabbit came to a big rock, and there he deceived the Coyote. He was leaning on the rock when the Coyote came by. "What are you doing, brother?" the Coyote asked the rabbit. "Come here quickly, brother. The sky is falling down on top of us. Lean against the rock and hold it up while I go for a stick. We'll prop it up with that," said the rabbit to the Coyote. "All right," said the Coyote, and began holding it up with all his might. Since he was so stupid, he did exactly what the rabbit told him to do. The rabbit had said that he was going to get a stick, but he went and left the Coyote holding up the rock. When the rabbit didn't return, the Coyote shouted, "Come back, brother! The weight of the rock has made me tired." The rabbit still didn't come back. "No matter, I'm going to leave, even though the sky may fall down on top of us," said the Coyote. But when he ran away, he fell into a ravine. The rabbit never came back to the rock, and the Coyote was lost. Later, the rabbit came to a pond and saw the reflection of the moon in there. As the rabbit was very tricky, he was always deceiving the Coyote. The dumb Coyote always followed him and didn't know that the rabbit was deceiving him. The Coyote came to the pond where the rabbit was. When he saw the Coyote coming, he began to drink water from the pond. "What are you doing, brother?" the Coyote asked the rabbit. "Look, there's a lot of food down there," answered the rabbit. "What kind of food?" "Look," the rabbit told the Coyote. He looked in the water and said, "I see it. What is it?" "There is a cheese in the water," the rabbit said to the Coyote. "If we drink all the water, we can get the cheese. Drink it. You're big and you can finish all the water." "All right, brother," he said, and began to drink the water. "I'm going for a walk," said the rabbit, and left. The Coyote continued to drink the water, but the rabbit was gone. His stomach began to hurt him, and he got the runs. He wasn't able to finish the water, so he abandoned the effort and left. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story. Thank you for listening to Story Station. We are adding stories as frequently as possible, so check back often. We would love to hear your feedback and any questions you may have. Thank you.